If you've watched a music video on YouTube anytime in the past, decade or so, you've seen it, that little four-letter logo tucked away in the corner, Vevo. It's on pretty much every major music video you can think of. But what actually is it? Okay, let's get into it. Right, because it's not just some random watermark, that logo. It's actually the signpost of a huge, fascinating story about the music industry fighting to take back control of its most valuable asset online, the official music video.
So, to really get what Vevo is all about, we have to rewind to its original concept, which, people at the time basically described as being the Hulu for music videos.
And first up, the name itself is a hint. Vevo actually stands for Video Evolution. It launched way back on December 8, 2009. This was a time when online video was just exploding, and the music industry was kind of scrambling, feeling like it was losing its grip on everything. And this comparison to Hulu, it's absolutely spot on. Think about it. Hulu came along and created this polished, premium space for TV shows and movies, right? It was a place where high-end advertisers felt comfortable spending their money. Well, Vevo was designed to do the exact same thing, but for official high-quality music videos. The whole idea was to build a premium, curated environment.
And that gets us to the absolute heart of why Vevo was even created. See, this wasn't just about art or making videos look good. This was a massive strategic business move. It was a gambit by the biggest players in music to regain control of their product and, you guessed it, the money that comes with it.
So who are these big players? Well, Vevo is basically a joint venture. It's owned primarily by the big three record labels. That's Sony, Universal, and Warner Music, along with Alphabet, which of course is Google's parent company. So yeah, you've got the music industry itself teaming up with the biggest video platform on the planet.
So what was the big goal here? Well, it all boiled down to one word: control. The labels wanted to syndicate their own videos, control the very lucrative ad money, and give their artists a clean, professional home, away from all the chaos of early user-generated YouTube. And the deal was simple: share the profits between the music giants and Google.
And you know what? It totally worked. Vevo didn't just become a business success, it exploded into a cultural force. It literally created new ways to measure what it meant to have a hit song in the digital age. So in 2012, they rolled out the Vevo Certified Award. Getting one of these meant your video had officially crossed the 100 million view mark. It was like the new digital gold record, a massive status symbol for the biggest artists in the world. And just look at the heavy hitters who have racked these up. I mean, the numbers are just crazy. Shakira with 53 certified videos, Taylor Swift with 51, J Balvin with 49. We're not just talking about hits. These are global phenomena, and Vevo was the official scorekeeper. But honestly, even bigger than the 100 million view club was this obsession, the fight for the 24-hour debut record. For artists and their fans, this became the ultimate prize, a real-time measure of pure, concentrated star power. And you can literally watch the pop culture arms race happen right on this chart. It's wild. Nicki Minaj sets this huge bar with Anaconda. Then Taylor Swift just barely squeaks by. A few months later, Adele comes along and just shatters the record with Hello. But then Taylor comes back for revenge, nearly doubling Adele's record. Before Ariana Grande swoops in to take the crown, it was this epic, ongoing battle. And who holds the crown today? Yep, Taylor Swift. Again. Her video, for me, pulled in a mind-boggling 65.2 million views in a single day back in 2019. And that record, it stood for years, just a testament to her incredible global reach.
But then, in 2018, Vevo did something that made a lot of people scratch their heads. It really looked like they were giving up. But was it really a surrender? Or was it something much, much smarter? So think about it. In 2009, they launched their own website, Vevo.com, and their own apps. They want to be the destination you go to. Fast forward to 2018, they shut them both down, gone. From the outside, you could be forgiven for thinking it was all over. But here's the twist. This wasn't Vevo failing, not even close. It was them getting focused. They had a realization. Why are we trying to build our own little shop when we can be the exclusive premium supplier to the biggest mall in the entire world? So they stopped competing with YouTube and instead went all in on being their most important partner. And that brings us to today. By getting rid of its own website, Vevo got leaner, it got smarter, and honestly, it became more powerful than ever before.
Let's just run through some numbers really quick. First up, their library. Vevo now has a catalog of over 1 million official music videos. It's this enormous, invaluable archive of pop culture.
Okay, next, the audience. How about 22 billion views? And that's not total, that's every single month. The scale is just staggering. And all those views add up to 1.5 billion hours of Vevo content watched per month. We're not talking about a channel here. This is a media behemoth.
So while you can't go to Vevo.com anymore, Vevo is actually more woven into our lives than ever. It's the engine powering music videos on YouTube and YouTube Music, obviously, but it's also on Pluto TV, on Roku, on your smart TV, and tons of other streaming services. They decided to be everywhere the viewers already are. And all of this leaves us with one last big question. Vevo was built to celebrate and protect the official music video, that 3 to 5 minute cinematic art form. But we now live in a world totally dominated by 15-second clips, by TikToks and shorts. So the question is, what does the future hold for the very thing Vevo was created to save?